Well, hey folks, this is Seven here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Farm Sim 25. And of course, we are here on the Seven Species Homestead map. But it is the end of the week. Tomorrow we will be going back to Maple. Indeed. Alright, let's just... I advanced the day just to see if we could, well, what would happen with our last field here. Because we're just waiting for the little green nubbies to come up so we can throw some fertilization on it. And we gotta go this way anyways. Yeah, it's not exactly LC of green, is it? So, hey, it's got a bit of a tint. See that as you look to the edge of the load area? Cool. Oh. Yeah, I guess that was a mod, was it, that showed, it was actually, now that I think about it, it was like an extra field info mod or something, and it showed you the stages of growth. I just thought that was a handy thing. Alright, now we have our freshly mowed fields. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to waste space. It's probably close enough, eh? I just like to leave enough for a tractor to get through, not much more than that, and we're fine. Alright, let's throw it on create the field. And, well, punch it into the dirt. And let's see where we go here. So yeah, after a little bit cooler day yesterday, being all overcasty and stuff, we are in for the first of the rather warmer days today. Now, so I can go up here. These are going to be vegetable fields, and I would like them to be kind of longish and thinnish. But how far do we actually go? Maybe what we'll do is run it up to the edge of here, basically. So to where we've got the fresh... What the heck was that? Where we've got the fresh mowed grass. Let's count that sort of as our division line. And I think that'll give us enough length as well. How does that look? Oh yeah. That's plenty. Now, I want to put 2 fields in to this strip, so... Alright, that looks about right. Let's set her in. Oops, well, okay, I went over a little bit. Strip down the center. I'm going to call it there. It's not very wide, but like I said, this is going to be veggies. They tend to be pretty high production from what we've seen of it so far. We got about, what, that for a gap, maybe? Let's find out. So we should be right about there. Okay. So there's one. Now, let's pop our second one about here. Let's get out from the wall a bit. Or the wall, the field. Field, wall, whatever. Alright, let's pop her down. And let's go. Now, the vegetable harvesters, what I've seen for the most part is that they're good, depending on what header you put on them, for at least a couple of different veggie types. Right, it might do green beans and peas, or it might do, you know, sugar beets and parsnips or something like that, right? So that seems to be the sort of common wee bit. So we'll have a look at the machines, we'll think about what we want here, and then drop a couple of suitable candidates. Alright, now let's get straightened out. Close enough. Good. Let's go pretty much to where the end of that field is, or close to it. That's probably good enough. Should be about right. Ah, looks good. Oh, in fact, better than I thought. Cool. Even using the compass, it's not that easy to get perfectly square corners onto fields. I mean, it's not necessary either, you know. There's the aesthetic. There's also the hired worker thing, and when they bring up the little pattern, and because you've got a meter over on one edge or another, all of a sudden the pattern's like really weird instead of just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. There's that. Alright, and let's get this one drawn in. Okay, let's pull this up here into place. That looks pretty close to a match on the edge. Yeah, not bad. Ah, that's weird. For some reason, we got a little jump in it. Oh well. Not terribly important. Alright, so there's our initial 2. Let's see what sort of space it leaves us. That still gives us that chunk in there to put in a couple of production type things. So if we go to the end, we've got a pretty big space in here. Pretty big space indeed. And then from there all the way to here. Of course, with this early morning fog, I can't actually see what I'm looking at over on the other end. Let's go. Just see if we can't clear this off. Okay, should be about an hour. There we go, look at that. Alright, now I can see what we're doing. Okay. This is going to give us a fair chunk, isn't it? How about... here's a novel idea. How about we put in an actual meadow, like properly fertilized, etc., grass. Is that gonna hit that tree? Yeah, I'm gonna have to come over a little bit, I think. I don't want to hit the tree, frankly. So, right about there. Okay. They come right to that edge, pretty much. So, let's say about there. Or do I want to put in a meadow? I don't know. About I think I went a little past. That's okay. That's okay. Right about there. Yeah, exactly right about there. Yeah, there's still so much wild grass, you know, that I don't know that a meadow is exactly what we's needing. So let's go with... I don't think I can actually judge better where we should be stopping here. I don't think we have oats. Now, can I still plant oats? No, because it's a save screen. Go away. Okay. Dates and times. Oots. Yes, we can. Right till the end of April. Alrighty. That's what we're doing with this puppy. One of my ultimate favorite foods. We're going to plant oats. Don't think I'm quite as far over as I need to be. Well, let's hope that'll do it. Perfect. Okay, and... it's shy. There we go. Okay, so there is my proposed new field area. Geez, we could slap something right in there too, couldn't we? Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll decide we want to put in cows and water buffaloes or something. Who knows? Okay, let's get this guy plowed up, shall we? And then we're gonna have a whole lot of stone picking to do. Alright, I will jump back when we're ready to finish this one up. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Well, milliseconds for you, but you know. Alrighty, so I'm here, back again, and we are just finishing. I decided to just do all of the plowing, and, well, a bit more. I mean, we have all the land. I thought, why not? So we now have 5 new fields. What we're going to do, the big one will be oats. The one beside it will be hops. And then we'll pick 3 veggies that we can tolerate, and those will make up the other fields. But there you go. So quite a bit more than what we were coming into it with, but I think it will do well for us. Indeed. Yeah, we should have, and we do, enough firewood to fill that. It is the right space for it. Okay. That's fine. Oh no, it goes beside the lawnmower on the taller end. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not as tall as the lawnmower. It fits here just fine. There. Oh, don't do it. Oh, that was close. That was close. Alright, let's get the little fella. And let's throw, just because I parked right in front of it, we'll throw the stone. Dang it. What were you thinking, man? Oh. Huh. Well, oh, I see. Okay. We have to go right through the center. There we go. Yeah, we just wanted the cross braces that caught us up. So let's get this fella working. And then we're going to grab the rest of the firewood that is ready, and we'll flog it. Alright. Let's start with the oat field. Be about as straightforward as we can get. I'm hoping they don't have issues with the trees at the end of the field there. We might have to knock them a boot. Alright. So, my little friend. Yes. Yes. Okay. You do that. No. I figure we did enough tedious for one day. I plowed 5 fields. Let's go do something fun. Like, make hundreds to thousands of dollars. Well, hopefully tens of thousands anyway. Alright, everything else seems to be in production mode. That's a good thing. Not sure how many more we can take, but I'm definitely going to get all we can here. Alright, I think that's, oh yeah, 48,000. Okay, that's how much it does take. Alright, so a full load. Very nice. Let's go sell it. That should actually be worth more than 100K. Good, full rack of that, full rack of that. Very nice. Too bad we don't own the next plot of land down. We could put a road in between here and the highway. We'd gate it, of course, because, well, you know. Don't want the riffraff rolling in. Get a guy a few fields and he thinks he's a feudal lord. Well, alright. May not be, but I'll bet you most of the people that are driving up and down this road aren't about to go and put 100 grand in their pocket. Nanner, nanner, nanner. We still got a bunch of stuff sitting there, right? Alright, you're gonna be trouble, so we'll let you go. We'll find our spot in line. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't fill the back part of this trailer. Pretty sure there's room for another stack. Yeah, you will wait. Or, I mean, plow into the side of me, I suppose. But, don't know if it'll do you much good. At all. We'll just use this handy footpath. Ah, rats. A less than handy foot. Oh, I guess it's actually quite busy. Oops, I wasn't driving on the footpath. What are you people talking about? Alright, let's make some money. Let's make the money. Very nice. $120,000. Alright. Hey, what do you say? We're out of here. Can use a little bit of maintenance, and I'm pretty sure it's the tractor, not the trailer. I wonder if those were collectible flower pots up on that porch. I just caught them out of the corner of my eye at the last second as we went past the viewing area. Looks like that's all underwater. Little low-lying mist. Good for the soul. Alrighty. Ooh, I recognize one of those buttons. It's an off switch. Or an on switch. Probably both. What are you doing? Didn't you know I was staring at the dashboard and haven't looked at the road in like 600 meters? Uh-oh, here comes one of them. Oh, I think that's the cops. Well, as long as we're off the highway, we're out of their jurisdiction. Come on, baby. Ha ha. Good luck, copper. Ah, crap. Nothing to see here. Move along. Oh, man. Well, who the heck put that there? Imagine something like that jumping out in front of you. No turn signals, no brake lights, just boom, here I am. Alright. So, how's our stone fella doing? Ooh, 1100 kilo of stone, eh? Well, I guess I can't just cut through there that much anymore. I would like to put a proper bit of pathing in here and there. It's actually just this last one that I got a little bit too close to be a comfortable throughway. Oh well. Alright, so since we're down on this end anyway, get you into your warehouse. So now I need to hit that sorting warehouse before the other thing gets full again. There we go. But I don't really want the big trailer for that. It's just a little bit unnecessary. Oh. Yeah. This one's a bit awkward with those tanks there. You almost want to back into it. Ooh. Grab that guy. Yeah, those ones I have to approach a little bit differently here. Nope, we're just getting hung up. Since there's no more spawning, we can actually come in from this side and get that inside row. There we go. Boop boop. Alright. Let's go depot. I think it's the very last one here. Yes. There we go. Oh, I ended up with I think 3 trailers each of grass going into these 2 facilities. So, yeah, I gotta try and turn this thing around. That's a ticket. So yeah, we've shouldn't have any worries for hay or silage for a little while. There we go. Let's go chuck a little bit of maintenance at this thing. Might as well top up the diesel as well. There we go. And yes please. Alright. Let's grab the toolbox. Repair, yeah, $1,600. I guess it needed a little bit, eh? Wow. Oops, it's not what I meant to do. Sorry. There we go. Just want to put our tools away. There we go. And let's give the windshield a wash before it becomes an issue. There we go. Wash off the fuel tank too. There we go. Alright. Good as new. Well, less, 20K for a paint job. But yeah, we all know that ain't happening. No, sorry. Alright. Let's, do the one thing we like more than making money. Let's see about spending some. So, a couple of things to consider here. What's on sale? Nothing. The heck is that? DeWolf, enjoy growing. What is it? Oh, it's a topper. I see. Yeah. we're not gonna do it that way. That seems kind of almost cruel and inhuman punishment levels of stuff. Spinach harvester, green bean harvester, pea harvesters. I think what we're looking for, it's not in there. The headers are. Here we go. This guy, it'll do these. So, it's not cheap, but we have the technology, well, the money. We have money. Alright, so we're going to buy this puppy. Customize. We'll go with the standard capacity, that's fine. We'll go with the standard this. Good. We're gonna bump that up to 15. Standard. Good. Fine. Buy. Yes. Okay. Now, let's pick it again. Let's hit combos. Here we are. Header trailer. I think it folds up against the face. That shouldn't be a problem. Sugar beet, potato, vegetable header. This is what we want. It does this. Now, the unrealistic one will take you from 4 to 50 meters. But I think it's only customizable in one. Yeah, well, no, you can go 10 meter. Which, that's not horrifying. What's the standard one? 4 meters. It's pretty small. But we don't have giant vegetable fields, just for that reason. So yeah, we will, we'll buy this as well. Okay. Now, let's hit combinations again. And we need the trailer. Do we? No, actually we don't. That's $9 grand. We're gonna buy something else with that money. Something else. Do I have room? Vroom. pretty sure I do. But I'm also thinking that more than likely, if I were to put the shed there for it, I wouldn't be able to turn it sharp enough to actually get it in or out of it. So, what we're gonna do is come down to one of the areas we've left blankaged, and we're gonna have a shifty P, and we are going to grab in the sheddages category small. I don't think a small will do it. Let's go with a not small. There we go. Yeah, that's about what we're looking for. Overlaps with another object. Well, actually, no it doesn't, but, you know. We do have a few not terribly used spaces. Boom. Okay. There we are. Now we have somewhere to park our new Vegomatic. Oh, the stone dude's done? Stone dude. There's our new Tui. Nice. So you're done. You didn't get bloody much, did you? Not much indeed. Alright, well, we're gonna move you right along. Struggle, dude, struggle. I mean, at this point, it would probably make more sense if we were using the other tractor. But this, at least on paper, should have plenty of horsepower to run this thing. Alright. I'll leave the rest of it up to him. Yes, indeed, we would like you to do that. Okay, okay. And away you go. More or less. Alright. Okay. Now, we need to go and clear the market a little bit. Or the shop area. Pick up things. So you can see we're down a little bit on money. From almost $500,000 to less than 60K. That's down a bit on money. So that's okay. It's for the good of the farm, I tell you. The good of the farm. Well, if he gets all of the fields done, we might have enough stones to fill that thing and dump it out. Anyway, we'll leave him to it. And of course, that $59,000 is a bit of a misleading number, because I'm sure we've got well over $1 million worth of sellable veggies, honey, fruit, that sort of thing, just sitting there in the warehouses. Sitting there in the unchilled, non-refrigerated warehouses. Turning into beautiful sun-dried bog slime. Alright, so the things we have. Okay, you are a back bit. I have a space for you. Good. And although you are a back bit, we're going to pretend that you're actually a front bit. Okay. There we go. Not advisable in real life, of course, because we absolutely cannot see out of our windshield anymore. Well, actually, no, I suppose that's doable. That looks highway legal. Sure. Why not? I think we'll try and get into the habit of going around the outside. In fact, I might at this point start to actually run a road as far across the property as we own so far. And then as we slowly fill out our holdings, we can extend it until we eventually, as I said, can hit the highway. Indeed. So yeah, we'll put this away. We can get the veggie machine home. I know it's a while before we can use it. What's the actual planting? Okay. Ooh. So yes, we're good to plant our hops. What else we got? Carrots we can do. Green beans we can do. Yeah, it looks like we're perfectly in sync with getting these things planted, as long as we don't waste too much more of April before we get it in the ground. Nice! This is going to work out quite well. No idea why. That's a fairly tall bit of gear. I think we'll run it toward the end. I'm going to leave one of those for the stone picker as well, probably the very end one. Ooh. It's not a big fan of having that dangle off the nose, just saying. You know. So let's go right to the end. There we are, lots of room. Okay. And down you go. And then we got our heater. Yeah. I'm just going to be all fancy and go around the back, but we'll be all fancy and back it in. Yes. And as all of these are, it's incredibly twitchy to back into places. Perfect. There we go. And straighten her out. Excellent. Get off my tractor. Get off my tractor. There you go. Alright. And with that, my friends, I think I'm going to call the episode. So, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. Our little farming empire is really starting to empire out. Alright, take good care of each other. Ciao for now.